ये साइन नहीं है, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
And I would like to say to people that nothing in our universe is a coincidence.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. If you know this, you know this. You have sensed the energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel sad for people who are so caught up with ignorance to such an extent where they just forget the magic which is happening around them.
Yeah.
कितना beautiful है ये.
You just need to pause and see things.
हाय एवरीवन। तो आज का पॉडकास्ट जो है डॉक्टर नम्रता अय्या के साथ, आई थिंक एक चीज़ कहना चाहूँगी मैं। चल तो रहे थे हम राह पर ऐसी कि जहाँ बहुत सारी यादें मिल रही है और बन रही है या गुजर रही है। ऐसे लोग जुड़ जाते हैं कभी ज़िंदगी में जो बहुत कुछ दे जाते हैं, और ये उन्हीं में से एक ऐसा पॉडकास्ट है।
Have you read that book?
This one?
Yeah.
I started it.
It's
It
a
was-
little heavy.
It was very heavy.
It is.
So after some pages, I was like, यहाँ तक शायद मैं पहुंची नहीं हूँ, अभी की नहीं, मैं ये 2 साल पहले की बात कर रही हूँ. But I think it's time to start. Have you read that book?
Yes.
Full.
हाँ.
We
मतलब
are
बहुत
going to
ऐसे-
talk
ऐसे-
about that as well. Oh, wow, this conversation is going to go amazing. Okay. Autobiography of Yogi.
Read the details. I have read it.
Okay.
It is a little too deep for me though, but I've tried to understand few things from that book.
What was one or two concept which completely changed the way you were thinking or the way you were seeing in the world? Like your viewpoint, how did it change? A simple thing which it gave you.
I don't know. I see it more. I have this Instagram page which
Okay.
is called as Pantheistic World. The
Sorry,
Pantheistic.
Okay.
Okay. Which means seeing God in everyone and every little thing. Okay.
Wow.
So I just resonate with that.
Yes.
Ki whenever I meet someone or see any little thing like a plant, if I see, I just feel that it's a presence of God. So मैं हर चीज़ को उसी वे से I try to take it that way.
Wow. I think this is the most important and basic but powerful learning which just opens up your perspective about everyone.
Yeah.
ये बहुत beautiful है. And you got it from autobiography या through meditation?
I would say it's a mix. वो जब
Mixed,
आता है ना,
okay.
it's everything from everywhere, little.
It just
you
hits
get,
out
you
of
just,
nowhere.
and then just you get everything together.
I also, there is this discrimination which people do कि हम ये कास्ट के हैं, हम वो कास्ट के हैं, या फिर कलर ये वो, but when they will come to know कि everyone is from same cloth,
Exactly.
it's wow. It's like, it's such a humbling thought,
Yeah.
yet refreshing as well. I mean, wow, it's very nice.
It's.
I hope कि people realize this through
I
what.
just feel we are just an energy, which we are living in this body is on rent. Once that gets done, you are switching to something else. So that energy is going to keep, moving ahead. As simple as that.
Wow. And would you tell us the experience you had? We were just talking about it. Would
Yeah.
you like to?
Okay.
Yeah.
So generally, I take a local every day to my work. So I have a habit of listening to music, and I was listening to Spotify. I was listening to some music, and I just fell asleep while traveling. And when I woke up, I suddenly could hear a podcast, something going on related to Neem Karoli Baba Ashram. I heard it for like another 10-15 minutes and just carried on with my day. The day ended, and there was this yoga teacher right beside my
Right,
house who was planning a trip. So she sent me a flyer of the trip, which I did not see. I just saw it, but did not acknowledge it.
And this happened right after that incident happened, or there was time in between?
No, it is like the same day.
Really?
It's the same day.
Ye
So before sleeping, I opened it and I was like, let me just see where are we planning to go in Uttarakhand. And the first thing that pops up is Kechi Dham Neem Karoli Baba Ashram Mandir, like ashram. And that was like a clear sign which I could not avoid. So I just booked my tickets and went for it. And yeah, took the blessings of Neem Karoli Baba.
So can you tell us about the vibe you felt over there?
It just calms you down, the whole persona. However excited you are when you go there, you see the flowing river right next to that ashram, and somewhere it takes you to a different trance and you just calm down. Nothing else matters at that moment. It's just you with the universe, I feel. That's the only thing.
And does it like was anything? Did you go with any particular question in your mind, or कि या फिर it was just like कि okay मुझे sign मिला है, I think I just need to go there and figure out what it is. How was it like for you?
For me, it was, I did not give it a second thought. मैंने कर लिया, I just went.
अच्छा, it was very spontaneous.
हाँ, मतलब I had to give the yoga teacher, I had to give a heads up that I'm joining in. I gave her a heads up and the tickets were booked.
और आप लोग कितने लोग थे?
Almost just 4 or 5 of us.
अच्छा, perfect.
And
That's very
everyone
nice.
was like somewhere at the age group of 40 plus.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I was the youngest in their group.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
But yeah, then we visited Kasar Devi temple.
okay, huh? How was the vibe there?
There.
What did you feel?
There is. So we meditated on a cliff there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 people just
Wow.
meditating. And it's very scary because you can just topple off if you don't mind the balance. Okay.
Oh my god.
But once you start meditating, you just forget about everything. When you open your eyes after 15-20 minutes after the meditation, you are a different person, I would say.
That's
And you're
strong.
not scared at all. You're not scared of the height or anything for that matter.
And people having phobia of heights, maybe थोड़ा सा.
हाँ, initially लगता है, but trust me, once you start meditating, नहीं पता भी नहीं होता where are you sitting.
Meditation just
are
takes you.
in a different zone altogether.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how was the, like, you went to Uttarakhand before, या फिर ये first time?
This was my first time.
Okay.
This was my first time.
ये calling की तरह था
It
ना?
was like a call. It was
And-
like a direct call directly.
Which you
Yes.
could not refuse.
I could not say no to. Yeah.
I just had goosebumps when you told me about the first day पे he said 2 signs. I mean, people अभी भी मुझे लगता है कभी कभी थोड़ा सा मिसकंसेप्ट होता है कि ये इग्नोर कर देते हैं ये साइन नहीं है, इट्स जस्ट अ कोइंसिडेंस. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू से टू पीपल दैट nothing in our universe is a coincidence.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. If you know this, you know this. I love these conversations. Oh my God. I'll tell you one more thing. There was this time I was just sitting beside my window once, and I was just thinking about a problem I had when I started my journey for podcasting.
Right.
And then I was just researching and doing this, market research and all. तो ऐसे ही ना मन में I was like, महादेव जी बस साथ रहना. And then there were two bikers, okay, 4 लोग थे.
Okay.
And वो लोग just pass हुए वहां से, जोर जोर से बम बम बोले, जय बम बम बोले. I just got the goosebumps right
Out of all
there.
the things.
I was like, इतने सारे चीजें हो सकती थी उस टाइम पे. I mean,
Why on earth would this happen?
Like wow, it's just very humbling but beautiful experience. I would
Right.
love people to have it, and I think people have it also many
I
times.
am sure.
I mean, there are so many stories. Like, have you heard about the Gao ka stories where tantras and all are very heavy?
Yeah.
बट जब हम सिटी लाइफ पे आते हैं, मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज पे आते हैं, अभी अभी आई थिंक बहुत लोग एक्सेप्ट करना स्टार्ट
Start
किए
किए
हैं धीरे धीरे करके कि दीज थिंग्स आर ऑल्सो देयर
There.
एग्जिस्टिंग. और उसका बहुत क्रेडिट गोज टू आई थिंक TRS एंड जो ये पॉडकास्ट है, who's bringing up such beautiful
Such things,
contents.
right.
So it has just opened up that window. ये वेस्टर्न में भी था, I think
हमेशा से ही था.
हमेशा से ही था, but you know, there is this closed mindset which just opens up because of one revelation.
Right.
And that I'm so thankful that Ranveer Alabadia did this so that anyone and everyone can talk about it.
Correct.
So, okay, so do you want to talk about thoda more about spirituality?
You
Yeah.
can, definitely.
So, okay, so can you tell me like who's your you know, अभी ये आई थिंक काफ़ी लोगों ने कॉन्वर्जेशन सुन लिया है, बट देन इष्ट देव होते हैं और कुल देव होते हैं, जो फैमिली के गॉड होते हैं और जो खुद के गॉड होते हैं. सो कैन यू टेल अस इफ इट्स नॉट दैट पर्सनल, हु इज योर?
So we have this ritual of going to Kolhapur Devi every year
रियली?
and Tuljapur.
तुलजापुर इज माइन एज
Same
वेल.
says.
आई मीन कुल देवता है हमारे.
Kuldev. Kolhapur and Tuljapur is for sure. We have to go
Every
once a
year.
once in a year.
You
we
have
do.
sensed the energy. I went last time.
मैं अभी बहुत टाइम से नहीं जा पाई हूँ. Like
अच्छा,
my
okay.
mom dad go on behalf,
Okay.
but yeah.
तो यूजुअली मुझे भी काफ़ी टाइम हो गया था एक्चुअली तुलजापुर गए हुए, और अभी रिसेंटली आई वेंट, आई थिंक ये साल में गई थी या लास्ट ईयर. आई मीन आई डोंट नो यार, आई फेल्ट द एनर्जी ऑफ. First of all, I'll tell you how I
What
entered
things
the
happened?
mandir, okay?
Right.
Of it was early morning, एकदम early morning. हम लोग I think 6-7 को गए थे सुबह में, and I was like, okay, दर्शन लेने हैं. I was in that mindset, but then when I entered the mandir, it was numb as in not numb, मतलब it was like no thoughts were there in my mind.
Yeah. It's empty, right?
It's empty. Exactly.
It's empty.
I didn't understand that, you know. I was just in the energy. I was flowing.
Right.
It felt like, and when I just had my darshan, I came out of the mandir, and then I was like, it hit me कि okay, really? इतने जल्दी? लगा भी नहीं. I mean, it was like that. And
Right.
I'll tell you what happened in the mandir. So there was this bouncer guy, or I don't know who he was. That guy was not. He was making sure कि people are not rushing in, and there were so many pundits, and they were
Correct.
bringing people, and there were so many. तो he was making sure कि you know कोई लाइन कट नहीं कर रहा है, सबको अपना चांसेस फेयरली मिल रहा है. तो उसमें से कोई एक person was passing. He yelled at him with such a voice. उसका जो वॉइस था ना, इट वॉज नॉट नॉर्मल. हाँ, मतलब इतना हाई पिच था, मैं ऐसे हो गई. आई वॉज लाइक, इतना हाई पिच. मे बी इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मंदिर ऑल्सो,
हाँ.
बट और भी लोग बोल रहे थे जोर से.
Correct.
वहां पे एक फाइट भी हुआ था. वो एनर्जी इतनी इंटेंस थी ना, लोगों को ऐसा लग रहा था समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. पीपल
क्या हो
आर
रहा है?
इट्स सो फुल ऑफ एनर्जी, एक दूसरे के ऊपर जंप करने आ रहे. वेर आई गो टू तिरुपति एवरी ईयर, ओके, वो भी कुल देवता है. वहां पे मैं कभी नहीं देखती हूँ ये चीज. सब पीसफुली जाके माथा टेक के आ जाते हैं. यहाँ पे ओ माय गॉड, मारना शुरू कर देते लोग अगर कुछ देर और रुकता वहां पे. तो इट वॉज दैट इंटेंस.
Okay.
आई मीन अभी भी मैं बात कर रही हूँ, आई थिंक एनर्जी
You feel it.
इट वाज सो इंटेंस यार. एंड देन, और ये मैं अभी डिफरेंशिएट कर पा रही हूँ बचपन से जा रहे हैं
बट अब चीजें समझ
बट
रही
अब
है.
समझ में आती है.
Yeah.
आई मीन इज इट माई पर्स ऐसा होता है? हैव यू फेल्ट द सेम थिंग या फिर क्या है?
So I think this happen with people who do not go with any thought or any आप कुछ मांगने नहीं जाते. But when you go with that specific intention कि मुझे एक चीज चाहिए, I've come to you for this, then you just go, you ask and you come back. People like us who don't have anything to ask for, we sense a lot of things around us or sense the energy. तो आपका वो माइंड बहुत
So on
ओपन
point.
होता है उस चीज के लिए. So probably that's why you, me, must have experienced such a thing because our mind is completely empty. That's my thought, totally my thought. ऐसे कुछ
नहीं,
और
इट
भी हो
फील्स
सकता है,
रिलेटेबल, यू
but
नो,
yeah,
इट फील्स रिलेटेबल. क्योंकि तुम अगर सरेंडर नहीं कर पा रहे हो
yeah.
तो फिर क्या? आई थिंक वो सरेंडरिंग कंसेप्ट, I don't know. I think meditation has taught me that. पहले surrendering का concept भी I never knew.
Never knew.
It just came out of nowhere. It's a very nice when you can empty. It's just that वो noise चला जाता है बहुत सारी चीजें
कुछ
समझ
नहीं,
में.
हाँ,
हाँ.
समझ, like
It's just
खुद
very.
you can understand yourself better rather than understanding things around you.
Yeah, and we have so much chaos in our day-to-day life because of the pressure, because of the career, family matters, maybe personal matters.
Yeah.
And it's a nice detour to take sometimes. And it's not just religious places, just going solo somewhere or with your significant other and just surrendering to the nature also, I think, brings the same kind of effect, right?
Yeah, which I've recently done.
Oh, really?
I went for a solo trip to a small place called Mulki in Karnataka,
Okay.
and I took surfing lessons.
Wow. How were those?
So it is a surf school. You get your admission. I
Okay.
signed up for 5 days.
Okay.
So you go there in the morning. You get ready. And you take surfing classes. Pass में. So there is a boat ride you take first. Then they take you to the beach.
Okay.
शिशुतला बीच है उस बीच का नाम.
अच्छा.
एंड स्टार्टिंग में वार्म अप सेशन होता है एंड देन दे टेक यू इन. कैसे एंटर करना है, कैसे एग्जिट करना है, व्हेन डू यू स्टैंड ऑन द सर्फिंग बोर्ड, हाउ डू यू लुक फॉर वेव्स, ये सारी चीज़ें सिखाई जाती है. ओके. एंड that is something which is very scary. I don't like ocean as such. I'm not a person who likes ocean.
Wow.
मतलब
And
ऐसे
you
deep
still-
पानी में जाना, I've never done that before.
Okay.
जाके थोड़ा खेल के आ गए, that's it.
Okay.
But going inside and it's as good as surrendering to the waves. क्योंकि you don't know what kind of a wave is going to hit you or it's going to pull you in. So it is an experience. And that's when you feel connected to the nature.
So how was it? Like,
It is a small town. It's like a really small town house. ऐसे रास्ते में सारे नारियल के पेड़ है, छोटे छोटे ponds है when you go.
wow,
It was an
beautiful.
amazing place. I also saw the bioluminescence in the night in a river,
Planktons.
planktons, and we kayaked our way in that.
Oh, wow.
And it was somewhere in the night around 12:30.
डर नहीं लगा?
There were so many people.
But tell me about this experience you had while surfing. You usually use the surfing board, right?
Board.
And balancing. How
Yeah.
is it? Isn't
You-
it like कि अगर गिर गए और फिर अंदर चले गए? Like how does it?
So the surfboard is tied to one of your feet.
Yeah, right.
Okay. आप गिरना तो है ही, गिरे तो 100 बार है.
अच्छा.
But there is no way out. If you don't fall, you will not learn the balance.
अच्छा.
आपके body को वो muscle memory, what you say.
Right, right. हाँ.
So till that you have to get to that point.
और ये कितने दिन होता है ट्रेनिंग?
So there are courses from 3 days, 5 days, 10 days.
अच्छा.
whatever
And
you
how
want
many
to.
days you took?
I took 5 days.
Oh,
So
every day you used to go?
हाँ, तो
अच्छा,
रोज
okay.
सुबह अराउंड 3 hours का सेशन होता था. 2
अच्छा,
to 3
okay.
hours का सेशन. Yeah, so that and the whole day, सारे young solo or people used to come from Bangalore, IT people. सारे आके, you can do anything the whole day. There were like games, explore around the village. So now there is an interesting story where my patient told me, do visit a mandir, Shri Krishna Mutt, okay, in Mangalore, Udupi.
Udupi, okay, yes.
Udupi. So मैंने कहा ठीक है, I will. But I didn't know how far it is, क्या है क्या नहीं. But he's like, do visit that place. It is really good. मैंने कहा ठीक है. So one day I just told my friend, my roommate जो थी वहाँ पे, कि ऐसे ऐसे है, जा सकते हैं क्या? She's like, let's go, let's see how things are. We got a bus, a local bus. And that dropped right outside the temple. मतलब ऐसे बस 5 मिनट चल के जाना था. Okay, it was that easy. And we reached around somewhere around 3. सबने कहा मंदिर अभी बंद होता है, 6 बजे
3
खुलेगा.
was
afternoon. They're like, it's will open around 6. मैंने कहा यार जाके तो देख लेते एक बार.
हाँ,
maybe खुला हो तो क्यों नहीं.
Yeah.
And we went and it was open. So this story of the temple goes like, कृष्ण भगवान का एक बहुत बड़ा भक्त था. He wasn't allowed the entry during the sthapna of the temple. Okay, probably because he was of a lower caste or something. They told him कि
अच्छा, ये थोड़ा okay,
सुना लग रहा है?
हाँ, okay, हाँ, ये but I would, हाँ.
So he was asked to side outside the temple and दूर से दर्शन लेने का है उसे. So he being a bhakt, he stood there and he told Krishna,
Yep. हाँ, okay.
Yeah, कि आप मुझे बस दर्शन दे दीजिए. I'll wait for you here.
हाँ, right.
जिस डायरेक्शन में मूर्ति की स्थापना हुई थी, it rotated around to his direction. And अभी भी वो विंडो है जहाँ पे he was there, where he could see Krishna directly. So I think that is the only temple in India जिसका जो स्थापना का डायरेक्शन है उसके opposite direction में है वो.
You know, I feel कि, you know, a person who told you to visit, it comes directly from some source.
Yes.
That's what I feel sometimes. Because randomly, I think random कभी होता है, right?
हाँ, मतलब मेरे साथ तो see how things have happened. For me,
Right.
it was always like I have been getting signs. I always get these.
Please science को follow करो, guys. I mean, थोड़ा I feel sometimes I feel sad for people who are so caught up with ignorance to such an extent where they just forget the magic which is happening around them.
Yeah.
कितना beautiful है ये.
You just need to pause and see things around.
You just take a nice deep breath. अभी भी अगर सुन रहे हो तो just एक deep breath लो and just feel the magic.
Around. Yeah.
Maybe अभी दिखे, maybe थोड़ी देर बाद दिखे, you never know.
Or sometimes you're just God's favorite child. I would just like to put it that way. क्या कर सकते हैं?
True. Okay, so I mean, this conversation it's going way amazing than what I thought.
Expected? Yeah.
I mean, I had a little window of ki let it flow the way it is going to, but it just surprised me. Like, I had no idea you were spiritual. I was like, wow, crazy.
Not just spiritual, a lot of spiritual experiences.
Yes, spiritual experience and just experiencing the
beauty of life.
Yes. Have you seen more doctors showing their side recently? या फिर पहले से you have seen या people नहीं दिखाते जो I'm saying about medical people, कोई भी हो medical background से हो, तो क्या वो अपने आप को रोकते, वो होते हैं spiritual या अपने आप को रोकते, या फिर उनका ब्रेन वॉश इतना किया गया है कि they feel like कि it's insult to think about spirituality, या it's an insult to even think in such direction?
मैं पर्सनली कभी ऐसे लोगों से मिली नहीं हूँ कि you know who are very
lucky
who are very rigid on their thoughts.
Oh, God.
I think they have maintained always a balance between spirituality and their profession. मुझे लगता है अगर आप spiritual हो तो वो clarity आपके profession में भी आती है. So when patients tell me you're very calm, I think spirituality has led me to that. हाँ, somewhere वो होगा मेरा nature, वो मेरा core nature होगा, but it has
It enhances it.
enhanced it. ऐसे.
And it just makes you more perfect. Perfect भी नहीं,
Perfect is not the right word.
perfect नहीं है अच्छा word. It's like it brings जो तुम में है already,
हाँ.
वो तुम में इतना उसका potential सामने दिखा
सामने आ
देगा,
जाता है.
and you start listening to yourself and you just cut out all the conditioning around.
Right.
हम बहुत सारे conditioning से जाते हैं ना बचपन
Correct,
से
correct.
कि एक तो स्कूल का सबसे पहले conditioning आता है, पेरेंट्स का आता है, sorry,
right.
पेरेंट्स का पहले आता है, फिर स्कूल का आता है, देन सोसाइटी है, हमारे रिलेटिव्स हैं, तो ये सब कंडीशंस को कट करके व्हेन यू स्टार्ट लिसनिंग टू योरसेल्फ, then the actual you starts shining. And ये चीज़ बहुत ही थॉट पीसफुल भी तुम्हें बना देता है. तो मैं कुछ अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस मेरे लाइफ में रहे जहाँ पे रिजिड पीपल आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस हु जस्ट डज नॉट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड यूनिवर्स. दे डू नॉट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड ऐसा कुछ कंसेप्ट भी एग्जिस्ट करता है, बिकॉज एंड आई डोंट ब्लेम देम बिकॉज
they have been conditioned as well.
And there are traumas which plays a
They
big
carry.
role.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go on the path of meditation, you start healing. That's when you start understanding. But people who haven't healed, who do not want to heal, God bless them, but क्या बोल सकते हैं,
कुछ ही नहीं कर
हाँ,
सकते.
क्योंकि
You
अभी
can't do
मेथड
anything.
है वहाँ पे.
Right.
इट्स लाइक दिस कि तुम्हें डॉक्टर बता रहे हैं
कि ये
कि
medicine है.
मेडिसिन ले लो, ठीक हो जाओगे, ठीक हो जाओगे, या फिर जस्ट अच्छा लगने लगेगा, बस इतने के लिए. तब भी तुम्हें अगर वो मेडिसिन नहीं लेनी है और फिर भी कंप्लेन करना है कि मुझे दर्द हो रहा है, मुझे ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, फिर अब वो तो आपके ऊपर है.
Correct.
You're whole and soul responsible. अगर आप you find out a way to just take the medicine and start healing,
Right.
perfect. I hope this message reaches those people who are not, but anyways. So okay, थोड़ा सा हम डेंटल के
Dentistry
बारे,
पे आ
yes,
जाते हैं,
yes, you got the vibration. Okay, so मुझे थोड़ा टैप इन करना है कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरीज जो लोग करते हैं,
Okay.
which I should avoid if they can, but अगर बहुत ज़रूरी है तो कर लो. I mean अगर कोई मीडिया इंडस्ट्री में, मीडिया नहीं, but then anywhere you are needed to have that cosmetic and surgery. So sorry. Okay, so हम लोग क्या बात कर रहे थे?
Children, kids.
यस. एक और हम लोग बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पे आने वाले हैं, जिनके पास अभी घर में किड्स हैं या हु इज गोइंग टू कंसीव या जिनके बच्चे अभी जस्ट हुए हैं. व्हाट आर सम टिप्स यू वांट टू गिव देम अबाउट किड्स, व्हाट दे जनरली डू एंड दे शुड नॉट आल्सो, वो भी बताइए.
So let's start from the start. Okay.
Basics, yes. Let's go
कि
on the
जो
basics.
कोई plan कर रहे हैं to have a kid, please get a dental checkup done.
Really?
Yeah, like the women, especially the women, because आप जब pregnant हो जाते हो उसके बाद आपके hormonal changes इतने होते हैं that you start getting gum irritation, some pain, and you exaggerate हो जाता है वो काफ़ी.
ओके.
ओके, तो अगर आप पहले ही एक बार चेक कर लो, इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग वील एड्रेस इट देन एंड देयर. ओके, बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट वर्क ऑन यू फ्रॉम द मंथ्स ऑफ 1st to 3rd month of trimester, and 6 to 9 we don't do any sort of treatment.
First to third and
6 to 9. The safest is 3rd to 6th, like
okay.
3 months we can work on you, but again nothing too invasive. We can't do anything too invasive during that period. तो इसलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि पहले ही when you have decided कि प्लान कर रहे हो तो तभी आप कर लो.
Okay.
एंड ये भी एक फैक्ट है कि अगर आपको गम रिलेटेड इश्यूज है severe gum related. So there can also be a chance of premature delivery or lower birth weight of a child.
Really?
Yeah.
How come is
These are the studies.
my God.
It's interlinked. Yeah.
Your poor hygiene, oral hygiene,
hygiene,
is
especially
directly
the gum.
linked. Whoa, this I didn't know, yaar.
Yeah, it is.
My God. Okay. So okay, so by getting dental checkup done
Done before.
and okay, so you can avoid premature delivery as well and
Low birth weight of a child. Yeah. So ये दो चीज़ें हम अगर आप पहले से थोड़ा conscious रहोगे, so that would be beneficial.
okay.
Once the kid is born, when the kid is like really small, up till
How?
उसका first tooth आता नहीं है, तब तक आपको एक muslin cloth से उसका gums you have to wipe.
Oh.
क्योंकि आप उसे पानी तो पिलाओगे नहीं, right? बट दूध तो पी रहा है, सो दैट विल ऑल्सो कॉज बैक्टीरिया, क्योंकि वो शुगर है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, राइट? सो बैक्टीरिया विल थ्राइव इन द माउथ. सो वॉट यू डू इज यू टेक अ मसलिन क्लॉथ, wet muslin cloth, and wipe the gums off.
And what about the tongue? I've seen kids जो एकदम छोटे छोटे babies होते हैं ना.
We can't do much about it. tongue का तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
But वो तो है ना, like
हाँ,
it's going
but at
to.
least the gums that are present, you can at least clean that.
Okay. So
थोड़ा आप
this
muslin
cloth has
अगर-
to be like what texture?
मसलिन जो होता है ना,
जो-
मलमल का कपड़ा जो होता है,
जो पकड़ लो cotton?
नहीं, मसलिन इज मच फाइनर देन कॉटन.
अच्छा, ओके.
हाँ.
तो ये जस्ट पानी में डुबाना है
हाँ.
और
जस्ट वाइप इट ऑफ विथ योर फिंगर.
जस्ट वाइप करना है बच्चों
Wipe
के
करना है।
गम्स के ऊपर. ज्यादा जोर से नहीं, बस लाइटली.
The moms will know what is the best pressure to be applied. They will very
Okay.
well know it. So वो करना है. As well, जब ऐसे 3 साल के हो जाते हैं, उसके बाद मतलब 3 नहीं, जैसे उनका फर्स्ट टूथ आ जाए, you have to start teaching them how to brush. Parental guidance के अंडर till the age of at least 8 or 9. क्योंकि उन्हें स्पिट करना सिखाना है. The kids also have to brush twice with a fluoridated toothpaste.
Toothpaste, please. We are going to touch on this toothpaste. Yes. This is okay. हम आएंगे उस पर. Okay, yeah.
So
Continuing
you
it.
have to, and after 10 years, I think kids can manage on their own brushing and flossing. After 10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Okay.
तब तक थोड़ा एक आदत formation.
हाँ. So now habit formation is what parents ask me कि क्या करें हम? What do we do? So there is this phenomena called as mirroring effect. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yes. So it basically means subconsciously a person imitates your gestures, actions, or speech, and your kids tend to do the same.
Same, yes.
आप खुद ही ब्रश और फ्लॉस नहीं करते हो, तो how can you ask your kid to do the same? Take them, do it along with them, and they will eventually get into a habit of doing it. तो पहले आप स्टार्ट करो, then फिर बच्चे स्टार्ट करेंगे.
Yes. तो ओके, वो हो गया. फिर
बच्चों को मीठा खाना यू कांट अवॉइड. लाइक हाँ, कितना ही रोकोगे आप? बच्चे क्या, हम भी. हाउ मच विल यू स्टॉप देम फ्रॉम ईटिंग कैंडीज और आइसक्रीम? सो मेरा ऐसा सजेशन है, गिव देम वॉट एवर जंक दे वॉन्ट टू हैव विद द मील दे आर ईटिंग. खाने के साथ ही दे दो. उसी टाइम पे आपका सलाइवेशन काफ़ी हाई रहता है, उसी टाइम पे क्लेंजिंग हो जाएगा.
ओके.
rather
That's
than
a very
giving
nice.
a mid बीच में जो स्नैक्स देते रहते हैं, don't do that. Avoid mid snacking. No, interval snacking is something I will not say yes to. So वो एक है. And for kids from the age of 3, you can start with fluoride applications. So when you come to us, what we do is we apply fluoride gel or fluoride varnish to the teeth. तो ये फ्लोराइड क्या करता है, आपके टीथ को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाता है. It makes your tooth resistant to acid attack.
Really?
Yeah.
And is this available for adults as well?
तो adults में वो जनरली वर्क नहीं करता क्योंकि ऑलरेडी टूथ डेवलप हो गया है. बट फॉर किड्स,
Okay, so they have the milk teeth.
मिल्क टीथ एंड द
Yes.
ग्रोइंग टीथ, लाइक.
Right.
सो
Okay.
फिर वो उसके लिए आपको साल में से एक बार करना है. यू जस्ट हैव
Okay.
टू डू इट वंस अ ईयर, एंड इट
Okay.
इज जस्ट अ 30-40 minutes procedure. सो आई थिंक इसका तो बिल्कुल ही अवेयरनेस नहीं है.
हाँ ये
नहीं
नहीं,
है अवेयरनेस. वी डू एडवाइज देम बट पेरेंट्स थिंक इट्स नॉट
ये
नेसेसरी. सो
कितना कॉस्ट पर सेशन जाता है?
it's not much.
It's
It's
not
not
much.
much.
It's affordable
It's very
basically.
affordable.
तो yeah, I think it's very good to do for kids जो
ये one of the most easiest preventive measures है. If your lips are black, they can be like pinkish. So how you do a tattoo black color, यहाँ पे pink color होता है. So naturally your lips are pink. मतलब naturally नहीं, after the
बट वो फिर वो
procedure.
करवाते रहना पड़ेगा, that is
Everything. Eyebrow tattooing का same concept है.
हाँ वो तो है.
It's as it fades off,
It's
you have to
micro
get it done.
needling कुछ बोलते हैं ना,
Microneedling, yes.
ये also ये सब प्रोसीजर देखती रहती हूँ, like it's nice to be updated. But I always felt something about कि what is the, I mean, okay, सबका अपना अपना पर्सपेक्टिव है एंड आई रिस्पेक्ट एवरीवनस पर्सपेक्टिव कि ओके यू वांट टू डू इट, नाइस, इट्स गुड, बट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द पेन, व्हाई टू गो थ्रू द पेन.
If you're getting good on enough money for that, you
नहीं
will.
रिजल्ट, आई मीन जो
नहीं money जो मीडिया में नहीं.
उनके लिए तो है ही, जो अभी कर रहे हैं उनके
Yeah.
लिए तो पैसा इज द मीडियम, बट जो करवा रहे हैं, इज इट दैट इम्पोर्टेंट टू गो थ्रू दैट मच पेन टू जस्ट लुक गुड?
पेन का नहीं, मुझे लगता है इतनी अननेचुरल चीजें करना क्यों है.
I mean, I'm sorry if this is sounding very judgy, but it's just थोड़ा सा मेरा maybe मैं भी कुछ करवा दूँ आगे जाके, क्या पता, वो mindset पे भी है. But
Change
what
हो
I feel
जाएगा.
is it's not sure यार, this is not sure, why are you going? Anyways,
Anyways.
तो हम लोग बच्चों के बारे में बात कर रहे थे.
Or fluoride treatment.
Fluoride, yes.
So fluoride treatment is generally recommended once in a year in kids aging from 5 to 16 years.
5 to 16
16
years.
years.
Okay. Perfect. तो people आप मतलब जनरली डेंटिस्ट आर रेकमेंडिंग सो दैट, क्योंकि बच्चों के 6 years 7 years में आ जाते हैं
Permanent
परमानेंट टीथ
Yes.
एंड वो लाइफ लॉन्ग लेने वाले, तो इट्स बेटर कि थोड़ा सा स्टार्टिंग में स्ट्रॉन्ग कर दो
कर
तो
दो,
बेटर रहेगा,
better होगा.
राइट? सो और आप क्या ऐड करना चाहोगे इसमें?
In terms of kids.
किड्स, यस.
वही है, स्नैकिंग उन्हें मील्स के साथ देना है.
हाँ.
That is one thing which I already told you.
और चॉकलेट्स बहुत खाते हैं बच्चे, तो वो कैसे अवॉइड करें?
You really can't avoid. वही कह रही हूँ कि अगर आप जो भी उनका ट्रीट है, try to give it in the meal. दोपहर के खाने के साथ दे दो मोस्टली.
ओके, खाने होने के बाद,
हाँ.
यस. ओके.
सो खाने के साथ ही, खाने के बाद नहीं. विद द मील व्हेन दे आर हैविंग देयर फूड, उसी के साथ आपको जो खाना है खा लो.
और सॉरी, मैं पेरेंट्स को टारगेट नहीं करना चाहती यहाँ पे, बट पेरेंट्स बच्चों को रात में आइसक्रीम खिलाने लेके जाते हैं. हाउ बैड इज दैट फॉर किड्स?
ठीक है, वंस इन अ व्हाइल आई वुड से दैट्स फाइन. ओके, बट आप जब घर लेके आ जाते हो, मेक श्योर दैट दे ब्रश देयर टीथ, क्योंकि वो लेयर जमा हुआ रह जाएगा ऑन द टूथ एंड इट इज गोइंग टू बी देयर over the night for next 7-8 hours. So it's going to damage your teeth.
सो अभी एज वी आर कमिंग टू द एंड ऑफ पॉडकास्ट, आप आपके तरफ से क्या बोलना चाहोगे
To the patients.
टू द पेशेंट्स? एंड हम थोड़ा सा टारगेट करेंगे डेंटिस्ट एस्पिरेंट्स को भी, जो इन मेकिंग है, और उन्हें क्या याद रखना चाहिए, क्या एक्स्ट्रा करना चाहिए, लाइक व्हाट यू केम अक्रॉस विच यू फील वुड हेल्प देम.
Okay.
तो पहले आप एड्रेस कर दो एस्पिरेंट्स को,
Okay.
और फिर पेशेंट्स को कर देना.
Fine. Fine. So मुझे पता है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को जिसको MBBS नहीं मिलता है, वो आ जाते हैं डेंटिस्ट्री. This is a very common
Guys,
thing.
this is not roasting. Please don't take it in that way. But yeah.
But this is generally what happens, okay? And dentistry requires some other level of skills, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको आर्टिस्टिक भी होना है. आपको सिर्फ पढ़ाई करके नहीं चलेगा, उसका एप्लीकेशन भी करना है. You need to be artistic as well. So a lot of things goes into dentistry.
Yes.
Okay. फिर जब आप डेंटिस्ट बन जाते हो, you have to start your clinic. Okay, कभी ना कभी आप आपका क्लिनिक स्टार्ट.
It's like starting your own business.
So you need to know business. if you don't know how to manage your business, then it's going to be very difficult for you. उसमें आपको पेशेंट मैनेजमेंट, इट्स लाइक अ यू आर लाइक अ वन मैन आर्मी. ओके, आपको सारी चीज़ें आनी है, फ्रॉम मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पेशेंट्स टू मैनेजमेंट ऑफ योर क्लिनिक, सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए.
So आप क्या
So-
recommend करोगे उनको कि when they are learning dentist, I mean they are in BDS, what would you recommend them to do extra? Um, like should they watch Shark Tank or or do they like have a basic क्या
I would
करना
say
चाहिए?
be prepared and see how the business works as well. क्योंकि अगर आपको eventually अगर क्लिनिक ही ओपन करना है, तो आपको क्या क्या चीज़ें बिजनेस ओपन करने के लिए चाहिए होगी, वो पर्सपेक्टिव लेके चलना होगा. The amount that you need to investment, the amount that you would need to invest in such a business,
Right.
the returns that you would be getting, क्या है वो सब आपको कैलकुलेट करके फिर इसमें घुसना है.
How to bring returning customers.
Yes.
ठीक है, वो तो अभी तुम्हारे quality works पे होगा, but still
मार्केटिंग ऑल्सो विल प्ले अ
Yeah.
मेजर रोल इन दैट. दूसरा, अगर आपको बाहर जाना है, इफ़ यू ऑलवेज थॉट अबाउट इट, तो मैं तो कहूँ कि आफ्टर योर 12th go out for studies, pursue your dentistry there, because यहाँ पे dentistry करके this degree is not valid as such.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
वहाँ पे आपको जाके पढ़ना पड़ेगा वापस.
Okay,
In
okay.
US तो you can't. Probably in UK you will have to give few exams, NBD वगैरह करके शायद हो जाए.
अच्छा.
But फिर ये 5 years आपका waste है.
Okay.
So I would advise, अगर आपको dentistry करना ही है और बाहर जाना ही है, तो आप पहले ही चले जाओ.
अच्छा, so don't go in the middle after
मतलब after
completing
completing
degree.
this 5 years, don't go.
Right. So how different it is in India and US? BDS, just my degree.
I can't say anything about US, but UK I have been associated with NHS.
Oh, really?
For 2 months I was there.
Acha, okay.
So I know their system, like, but sorry to say their practice is a little, old school.
Really?
They still do silver fillings,
What?
which are quite
Oh my.
outdated in India.
कितने पहले we have outdated
Yeah.
silver?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
NHS.
NHS. And this was somewhere in 2016-17 when I visited. And because it is expensive, people can't afford composite fillings there. So silver fillings still work.
अभी भी it's going on?
अभी का current scenario नहीं पता, but
अच्छा.
for good while.
But 16 तक तो.
16,
और यहाँ पे
17 तक.
when we left it?
I just did it in college, to be honest. और practicing बस उतना ही हमने किया है. हमने उसके बाद कभी silver fillings की नहीं है.
Wow.
क्योंकि it has mercury and it is toxic, so we have stopped that
Poison.
long time back. Yeah.
I think वो depend करता है mercury पे भी कितना है, but I think कितना
हाँ,
भी
but
हुआ तो भी.
if you have multiple restorations in the long run, वो mercury
Sorry,
toxic,
multiple?
मतलब fillings अगर आपके दांत में
अच्छा,
बहुत
okay,
सारी
okay.
हो, तो in the long run it will be absorbed in your body. So हमने वो करना तो काफी टाइम पहले ही बंद कर दिया. And डॉक्टर्स का इतना स्किल नहीं है वहाँ पे. When I had practiced NHS, so that was my take on it. India has much better dentists and doctors, I would say.
Really?
Yes, very skilled.
And pay scale, what do you feel कि वहाँ का better है यहाँ का?
Any day वहाँ का pay scale बहुत high
अरे
है,
यार.
बहुत high.
I think ये fact होता है जहाँ पे. But I feel pay scale तो है, but then फिर expense scale भी बढ़ जाता
So
है.
I had got into 2 universities, and then University of Aberdeen. That was the whole point of going there and seeing how the practice works. But after being it quite traditional and old school, I came back here because the work wouldn't have satisfied me there. So I took a decision of coming here and practicing. It was like learning advanced and going back to the basics.
I think you don't regret it, right?
I don't regret it at all, no.
India. Okay, so this was for aspirants,
Right.
and I guess I hope this helps all the dentists who are in making. And अगर और कोई additional क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे तो प्लीज कमेंट्स में बता देना. यू आर
We'll
गोइंग टू
answer
वॉच
you.
द कमेंट्स,
Yes.
राइट? तो शी विल आंसर ऑल योर गाइस कमेंट्स. देखते हैं. सो अभी आप बता दो आपके तरफ से
Few tips.
few tips. Yes.
Okay. Like I told you, straw.
Straw.
हाँ, straw
Before
use करना
any
है.
acidic drink.
Acidic drink, sugary drinks, aerated drinks, please consume it with a straw.
Sugary drinks also.
Yes.
Okay.
शुगर तो आएगा ही ना कांटेक्ट में टूथ के. which we
यूजुअली
have to
शुगरी
avoid.
ड्रिंक्स नहीं करते हैं. मैंने देखा अभी बहुत कॉमन जो ड्रिंक है हमारे इंडिया में, इट्स लाइक चाय एंड कॉफी, विच अगर नहीं बहुत सारे लोग शुगर के
See,
साथ नहीं लेते हैं.
चाय कॉफी तो दे आर वार्म, यू कांट टेक इट, मतलब ऐसे स्ट्रॉ से नहीं पी सकते. बट लाइक व्हेन इट कम्स टू लाइक ये फ्रूटी वगैरह जो है,
हाँ, राइट.
ये वाले सारे शुगर है, राइट? शुगर ड्रिंक्स है. सो दैट यू
एनी जूसेस.
juices, yes.
Okay.
Artificial sugar जिसमें भी है,
राइट.
you have to take it with straw.
ओके. सो
Okay.
one is straw.
One is straw.
Second.
Second is, like I said, sipping water.
Okay.
Keep sipping water throughout the day. ठीक है. Third tip is start chewing on to xylitol gums. Chewing gum, xylitol or sugar-free gum. Okay, these promote salivation. आपका salivation increase करता है. Helps in reducing the cavity.
ये करना चाहिए.
You have to eat those chewing gums after your meal.
Really?
Yes,
Sugar free.
sugar-free chewing gum.
I have heard that it creates more bacteria.
नहीं,
No?
नहीं. Xylitol chewing gums are really good for your teeth.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. This I'm
So,
going to.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to do that and don't overdo it. Because आप जब continuous चबाते हो आपका TMJ पेन होने लगेगा.
अच्छा,
So
अच्छा.
don't overdo that.
Sometimes
से
it's-
एक या दो आप खा सकते हो.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Third हो गया. Fourth.
Fourth would be avoid snacking.
Snacking. Wrong time snackings.
Snacking avoid ही करना है. मतलब don't unnecessarily keep on eating junk. मत खाइए.
हाँ.
आपका जो भी मील है, like you have a
Have a little
breakfast,
fulfilling.
lunch, dinner, और उस बीच में अगर कुछ fruits वगैरह खा लिए तो ठीक है. But try not to munch on to junk
Right.
food.
But अभी I think एक maturity level आती है जहाँ पे
You stop doing these
stop
things,
doing
right?
all this.
Yeah.
But वो अभी भी उस
आने
फेज में है जहाँ पे नहीं जमता है कंट्रोल करना. So what if कर ही रहे, like उनको नहीं हो रहा है, what would you recommend them?
तो फिर वही है. Rinse.
Rinse properly.
हाँ, rinse properly after whatever you have.
Have
क्योंकि
2
आप
times
brush तो
brush.
हर बार नहीं कर सकते. Correct. So rinse properly.
And floss.
Floss दिन में से एक बार तो कर ही लो.
Okay. I think एक floss का वीडियो देखकर you can get a
Yeah.
proper idea of right way to floss.
There is a shortcut to that as well now. There is something called as water flosser. I don't know if you ever heard about it. पता है? Okay. It's like a tiny machine which has like a water flosser जिसमें से jet spray जैसे पानी आता है.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So पहले ऐसा होता था कि हमें between the teeth जाने के लिए we had to use floss.
हाँ,
but
right.
you just keep that machine in between your 2 teeth.
Right.
वो पानी के through वो clean हो जाएगा. You don't
And this
have
is
to-
out in the market now?
It's available everywhere.
Wow. I didn't know this.
So this is like a shortcut for flossing.
Okay.
You can try water flosser.
It's good?
It is good.
Okay.
Yes, it is effective.
Oh, that's nice. फिर this is a nice
हाँ.
thing. Okay. So I think 5 points हो गए.
हाँ, और एक ऐसा है कि अगर आप वर्कआउट वगैरह करते हो, if you're lifting weights, start wearing a mouth guard. मतलब if you're into lifting heavy weights or doing some strenuous activity,
Really?
unknowingly you will clench on your teeth when you're lifting weight. It will tend to damage your teeth. So ऐसे कुछ just take a protective mouth guard आप बनवा लीजिए and
Oh,
just
this
wear
is
it. So that's it from my end.
wow. This was a very good point.
Yeah.
I didn't know कि it affects that much where it can cause a problem to our teeth.
So generally we don't realize, but सारा stress आपके दांतों पे आता है
Right.
when you're lifting anything too heavy. So if you're doing it every day, तो रोज थोड़ा थोड़ा pressure करके कहीं ना कहीं there are chances that you might erode the tooth surface. दोनों upper and lower teeth एक दूसरे के ऊपर rub होके it will start wearing off.
Okay. And does like fractures वगैरह भी happen?
इतना नहीं,
इतना
but
नहीं.
wearing off definitely होता है दांत
Okay,
का.
okay.
हाँ.
Wow. Beautiful points. Beautiful points. I think this was a very, I mean, I would say one thing, this conversation has taken me by surprise. I mean, I was expecting, generally what we think,
it is.
and it's something very different.
Right.
I loved the conversation. How was it for you?
For me, it was my first time, and I'm telling you, it was more than amazing.
Really?
Really. I mean, it was.
ये और आने वाले हैं हम लोग. She's going to come
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna come back. The content is going to be different, hopefully.
Yes. So,
yeah, I had fun. I really had fun at the
okay.
session.
So हम लोग वापस मिलते हैं.
Yes,
तो अभी
we
के
will.
लिए we'll take
a sign off.
Yes, चलो.
All right.
Bye. It was nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
हम सब इस अर्थ पर आते हैं एंड हम ये चीज़ भूल जाते हैं कि हम एक स्पिरिचुअल बीइंग है और बॉडी एक ऐसी, इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ क्लोथ. आज जैसे मैंने ग्रीन शर्ट पहन रखा है, आज ये मेरी बॉडी है, लेकिन हमारा जो इनर सेंस है, जैसे मैं बात कर रही हूँ, ये सोल, ये हमेशा से था और हमेशा ही रहेगा. भूल जाते हैं हम अपने लाइफ में और हम अपनी ज़िंदगी जीते रहते हैं, लेकिन कभी उसमें से एक बार बाहर निकल के देखिएगा, शायद कुछ और दिखे, शायद कुछ और पता चले, शायद बहुत सारे जो क्वेश्चंस आप ढूंढ रहे थे ज़िंदगी भर या कुछ भी, आपको सडनली क्लिक हो जाए. पता है बहुत सारे टाइम पर ऐसी चीज़ें पॉसिबल नहीं होती. हमारे काम में हमारे अलग अलग सपने पूरे करने, अरे किसी लड़की या लड़के को भी पटाना ज़रूर है, तो कैसे टाइम मिलेगा. लेकिन अपने लिए टाइम लो, खुद प्यार बनो, क्या पता मैजिक दिखने लगे. बाय.